Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into one of the most powerful and practical books ever written about personal growth, Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book is not just about habits, it's about how the tiny choices we make every single day shape our identity and over time transform our entire lives. Think about this. If you can get just 1% better every day, those improvements may seem small in the moment, but after 1 year, you will be 37 times better than when you started. On the other hand, if you get just 1% worse each day, you will steadily decline. This simple truth shows the incredible power of compounding. James Clear explains that success doesn't come from huge changes or big goals. Instead, it comes from systems, the daily habits and routines that guide your actions automatically. Goals are useful for setting direction, but systems are what actually make progress possible. For example, let's say your goal is to lose weight. The system that makes it possible is not the goal itself, but the consistent actions, eating healthier meals, exercising daily, and making small adjustments. Another powerful idea from the book is the shift from focusing on outcomes to focusing on identity. Instead of saying, I want to read more books, you say, I am a reader. Instead of, I want to run a marathon, you say, I am a runner. When you build habits around who you want to become, real change happens naturally. Clear also introduces the concept of the habit loop. Every habit follows 4 simple steps. 1. Cue, the trigger that starts it, like hearing your alarm clock. 2. Craving, the motivation behind it, like wanting to feel more awake. 3. Response, the actual behavior, like making a cup of coffee. 4th, reward, the positive outcome, like feeling alert and ready to go. Understanding this loop is the foundation for creating new habits and breaking bad ones. In the next part of this summary, we'll explore the 4 laws of behavior change, which give us a clear roadmap for building good habits step by step. Part 2. Welcome back. Now that we understand the core idea of habits and the habit loop, let's dive into James Clear's famous 4 laws of behavior change. These are simple rules you can follow to build good habits and break bad ones. 1. Make it obvious. If you want to start a new habit, the first step is to make the cue clear and visible. For example, if you want to drink more water, place a water bottle on your desk where you can always see it. If you want to read more, keep your book on your pillow so you're reminded to read before bed. The opposite is true for bad habits. If you want to watch less TV, hide the remote control or unplug the TV after use. Out of sight, out of mind. 2. Make it attractive. We are more likely to repeat habits that feel rewarding or enjoyable. To make habits attractive, you can use something called temptation bundling. This means you pair a habit you need with something you enjoy. For example, if you love drinking coffee, only allow yourself to have coffee while reading your book. If you enjoy listening to music, listen to your favorite playlist only while working out. This way your brain starts to associate the new habit with pleasure. 3. Make it easy. The truth is, most people fail to build habits because they try to do too much, too fast. The key is to make habits simple and easy to start. For example, want to exercise? Just put on your workout clothes and do 1 push-up. Once you start, momentum builds naturally. Want to write every day? Start with 1 sentence. The idea is to remove friction and lower the barrier so that doing the habit feels effortless. 4. Make it satisfying. The final step is to make habits rewarding. If a habit feels good, you'll want to repeat it. This can be as simple as tracking your progress on a calendar. Checking off each day you complete the habit. That little sense of accomplishment is satisfying and motivates you to continue. On the other hand, if you want to quit a bad habit, make it unsatisfying. For example, tell a friend about your goal and ask them to hold you accountable. If you fail, there's a consequence, which makes it less appealing to slip up. Together, these 4 laws make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. Form a simple but powerful framework for building habits that last. In the next part, we'll talk about how to break bad habits using the exact same principles, but in reverse. Part 3. Now let's talk about the other side of the coin. How to break bad habits. The beauty of James Clear's framework is that the same 4 laws of behavior change can also work in reverse. If the 4 laws help you build good habits, then the inverted laws will help you eliminate bad ones. 1. Make it invisible. Bad habits often start with a cue. If you remove the cue, you reduce the chance of acting on it. Want to eat less junk food? Don't keep chips or candy in your house. Want to stop scrolling endlessly on your phone? Delete distracting apps or keep your phone in another room. When the triggers disappear, the habit weakens. 2. Make it unattractive. Every habit has a craving behind it. To stop a bad habit, you need to change the way you think about it. For example, instead of seeing smoking as stress relief, remind yourself that it damages your lungs, your skin, and your energy. Instead of thinking of fast food as a quick treat, remind yourself how sluggish and tired it makes you feel afterward. By changing your mindset, the habit becomes less appealing. 3. Make it difficult. The harder a habit is to do, the less likely you'll do it. If you want to stop wasting time on social media, log out of your accounts every time or uninstall the apps. If you want to cut back on TV, unplug it after each use so it takes extra effort to watch again. Add friction. Make the bad habit inconvenient. 4. Make it unsatisfying. Finally, bad habits stick because they often give instant pleasure. To fight this, make them unsatisfying. One powerful way is accountability. Tell a friend about your goal. If you slip, there's social pressure. Create a consequence. For example, if you smoke a cigarette, you must pay money to a friend or charity you don't like. When a bad habit feels costly, you'll think twice before doing it again. By inverting the 4 laws, make it invisible, make it unattractive, make it difficult, and make it unsatisfying, you can weaken and eventually remove the bad habits that hold you back. In the final part of this summary, we'll wrap up with the key lessons from the book and a quick recap you can use to remember everything we've now explored, the core lessons of Atomic Habits, how small daily actions shape our identity, how to use the 4 laws to build good habits, and how to invert them to break bad ones. But before we finish, let's quickly recap the most important takeaways. Small habits create big results. Change doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of tiny improvements that compound over time. Focus on systems, not just goals. Goals set direction, but systems create progress. The real magic lies in what you do consistently every day. Identity-based habits are the most powerful. Don't just chase results. Become the type of person who naturally does the things you want to achieve. The 4 laws of behavior change give you a clear strategy. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, make it satisfying. Breaking bad habits is about reversing the laws. Make it invisible, make it unattractive, make it difficult, make it unsatisfying. If you want to build a habit, start small, repeat it daily, and tie it to your identity. If you want to quit a habit, remove the triggers, make it harder, and add accountability. Remember, habits are not about having discipline for a short time. They're about designing your environment and identity so that success becomes automatic. James Clear reminds us that success is not about one single decision, but about thousands of tiny ones. Your future is literally the result of your daily habits. So ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to become? And then, start proving it to yourself with small, consistent actions every day. That's it for today's summary of Atomic Habits. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss more powerful book summaries. Thank you for watching, and remember, small habits, big results. See you in the next video.